talking about politics, I guess we should address the elephant in the room.
Oh, I best sit up for this bit then,
Yes.
Respect.
Welcome to the new British Prime Minister, Mr. Boris Johnson. We've been talking about it for coming up for 2 years now, saying it's going to happen. It's going to happen. But I can never remember his real name.
I'm just going to call him El Presidente from now on.
Well, it's actually Alexander Boris de Pfeffel Johnson. And Pfeffel has a silent P. Of course it does.
De Pfeffel. Say his name again.
Alexander Boris de Pfeffel Johnson.
De Pfeffel. King de Pfeffel.
Pfeffel. He's now our Prime Minister. We have perhaps not got the hero we deserve, but the hero we need, or some shit. I don't know how that phrase goes. What I do know is he might end up being terrible.
He might end up being all right.
He might be ineffectual, but whatever else, we're going to have so much to talk about over the next however long he manages to cling on to power before the rest of the people in the party get rid of him.
Oh, dude, I was so sick of Theresa May. I was done with that shit.
But the one thing you can't deny, and everyone that hates him is fine, like him or loathe him, and it's fine to do either, he's got charisma.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he can do the rousing speech. And he can give it out in a way that Theresa May never could. In fact, most prime ministers in living memory couldn't. So no matter what happens, we're in for a very, very entertaining time in UK politics as everybody in Parliament frantically looks for a way of edging him out. Yet, here's the problem. If they don't manage to, and they do call a general election, which Jeremy Corbyn is demanding, how does Jeremy Corbyn think that's going to play out?
He's never going to beat Bojo. He doesn't stand a chance. He'll do well. He'll do okay. He won't
the thing is, I don't think he will. I think that the smart money would say we're going to wait till after October 31st. Then we'll have a general election. By which time the anti-Semitism thing will be boiling up nicely. With is it EHRM or whatever it is, the ones that are investigating the Labour Party now, and I just think the whole thing's just fucking hilarious. I think it's delicious, and the fact people are saying I'd rather have had Jeremy Hunt. Why? He's worse.
Oh no, he's awful. He's awful. Like all right, when we're talking about the choice between the two of them, at least I don't believe anything that Boris said during the hustings and during the debates. Like, I don't think that he was so dodgy about his Brexit plans. Like, I'm looking forward in the next month for finding out what his actually intentions are. But saying that, at least Boris does kind of lean a bit more on the side of liberty, especially compared to Hunt.
Jeremy Hunt is a hateful character who once wrote a book about fucking privatising the NHS. He's terrible. At least Johnson, you're getting someone that will at least pretend to be nice. I don't think he's anything less than a calculating player. I don't buy this public persona of buffoonery in the slightest.
No, but you know what? We need a bit of that. It's running the fucking country. If you want someone who's going to sit opposite Donald Trump, who already likes him, by the way. He's already given him a shout out and said, yeah, it was the right choice. I think he's a great guy and all this. But he says that about everyone, Trump, doesn't he? He's great. He's great. And then he'll tweet on the toilet about what a spineless dick he is. But Theresa May couldn't even look Donald Trump in the eye. It was pathetic.
No.
And at least with Boris or what was his name? Fefe. King
Alexander Boris de Pfeffel. De Pfeffel.
King de Pfeffel. King de Pfeffel.
I think we should bring back the silent P. So it's Pfeffel.
King de Pfeffel. But King Pfeffel, he can sit and look Trump in the eye. He can have a conversation with him. And not only that, one of the things that I'm hoping he's not lying about is aiming for zero tariffs. And right now, it costs an insane amount to send stuff back and forth between the USA and the UK. And that's a big part of that is the EU bloc, isn't it? It's the protectionism from the outside thing. And the first computer I tried to buy, the income charges was £70. It was more than the computer I was paying for the fucking computer. Just a PC case. It's like, you're not paying you £70 just to mail it. Fuck it, it wasn't even, But anyway. If he can keep Trump on side, I'm really hoping we get that because their economy's phenomenal.
I agree.
And they've got more jobs than need filling right now. So if we can if we can get in with America, fucking great.
Okay, someone's just asked that, and I agree completely. I agree 100%. Smoke Steve says I'm ignorant why I'd BJ called an anti-Semite. Boris Johnson hasn't been called an anti-Semite. However, he has made a couple of gaffes over the years. For example, in 1998, yes, we go back, he was writing in the Telegraph where he described gay men as tank-topped bum boys.
You know what, man? Right, Owen Jones keeps talking about this. He keeps going, "Oh, bum boys." He keeps saying bum boys. But honestly, I'm not that bothered by the term bum boys.
I'm not bothered in the least. But I'm just reading out some of the things where certain people are taking issue.
People get really, really, well, I don't know if Owen Jones is genuinely bothered by it or just playing politics.
Well, here's what Boris said about same-sex marriage in his book, Friends, Voters, Countrymen. He wrote, if gay marriage was okay, and I was uncertain on the issue, then I saw no reason in principle why a union could not be consecrated between 3 men, as well as 2 men, or indeed 3 men and a dog. So, that's now taken as he's comparing gay marriage to bestiality. On UKIP in 2004, he said, I can hardly condemn UKIP as a bunch of boss-eyed, foam-flecked Euro hysterics when I have been sometimes not far short of boss-eyed, foam-flecked hysteria myself. So that's just a cool one. That's all right.
This is all fine. I mean,
no, Graham, we've got to read these out. These are beautiful. Dude,
go on.
On voting for the Conservative Party in 2005... voting Tory will cause your wife to have bigger breasts and increase your chances of owning a BMW M3.
You know what? That's what I want to hear, man. That's what I want to hear.
On the Papua New Guinea and leadership elections in 2006, for 10 years, we in the Tory party have become used to Papua New Guinea-style orgies of cannibalism and chief killing. He described Hillary Clinton in 2007. She's got dyed blonde hair and pouty lips and a steely blue-eyed stare, like a sadistic nurse in a mental hospital.
This is what we need. None of that Theresa May nonsense. I want to hear this bollocks. Because here's the thing, man. Well, here's the thing. Here's my hope right now. I'm in a beautiful place because, Donald Trump is an arsehole. Some of it is calculated. His approval rating is the highest it's ever been right now. Even with all this racism nonsense that he's getting thrown at him.
He's playing it like a violin.
Playing it perfectly. But regardless of the fact that it's political gaming and all that, he's a horrible bugger. He is. But his policies are all right by and large. The country's doing well. And I'm kind of, at the moment, until reality sets in and he actually starts doing stuff that winds me up, right now I'm in a happy place where I'm like, right, he's a dick. He says stupid things. He puts his foot in his mouth. His stunts are awful. Do you remember when he got stuck on that wire with the flags? But that's fine. I don't give a shit about all this. I don't give a shit about him saying bum boys. As long as he can run the fucking country. As long as he gets us out of Europe properly and does decent trade deals with people and all that.
Can could I please just read a couple more of these out, Graham? Because
go on.
I want people to remember this guy was our foreign secretary.
He was so bad at it as well.
I'm Tony Blair visiting Africa in 2010. What a relief it must be for Blair to get out of England. It is said that the Queen has come to love the Commonwealth, partly because it supplies her with regular cheering crowds of flag-waving pickaninnies.
Pickaninnies.
On Vladimir Putin in 2015, despite looking a bit like Dobby the house elf, he is a ruthless and manipulative tyrant. On the
He
EU,
does. He
yeah,
does look like him, though.
and
That's
he
not
is
unreasonable.
he is a ruthless and manipulative tyrant. Napoleon, Hitler, various people tried this out and it ends tragically. The EU is an attempt to do this by different methods. I can't stop. These are beautiful,
Do you,
Graham.
do, you-
You've got that.
do
Oh,
you,
the Trump's coming soon as well.
go on.
But he was talking about, Erdogan of Turkey in 2016. And this is what he said. Right. Now, this is about a leader of a large country, okay? There was a young fellow from Ankara who was a terrific wankerer till he sold his wild oats with the help of a goat, but he didn't even stop to thank her. So he called Erdogan a goat fucker. That's
Brilliant.
beautiful.
Good.
Beautiful.
Good.
On Donald Trump, I would invite him to come and see the whole of London, except that I wouldn't want to expose Londoners to any risk of meeting Donald Trump.
Hey, that's not the only time he slagged him off.
No, the only
But-
reason I wouldn't go
So
to
what?
some parts of New York is the real risk of meeting Donald Trump. He doesn't have to be friends. He just, has to do it. He's just incredible. He's literally, the man's just. We're going to be not stuck for things to talk about.
Mate, here's the best part as well. Like, as soon as Trump has a phone call with him, which will probably be within the week,
Probably
Trump will
tomorrow.
Trump will do a press conference and just tell everyone word for word what was said, because that's what he does. He's like, yeah, I just got off the phone. Do you want to know what I said? He don't give a fuck, Trump. He'll just tell you. But as far as Boris is concerned, you won't even hear from him about it. Like, an aide might put out a thing saying that the president congratulated him, and that's it.
It was like Jeremy Corbyn, wasn't it? I don't want to meet Trump. I'm not interested in all this. Trump went, yeah, his people asked to meet me, but I'm too busy. Oh, sick burn. So here we got Prime Minister Alexander Boris de Pfeffer Johnson. Marvellous. Absolutely. Now, I know it's Labour have been coming out complaining that we didn't get to vote for our Prime Minister. They didn't complain when that happened with Gordon Brown, did they?
Yeah. Fuck off, Labour. It's like, why don't you come up with a credible, actionable Brexit plan, and then we'll start. I'll start taking seriously you moaning about the other stuff. Fucking.
Natalie's in. Hello, Natalie. Nice to see you.
Oh, yeah.
I just think it's wonderful. I think we're coming up to halcyon days for podcasters and people that talk about politics, because we got Trump on one side of the pond, de Pfeffer on our side of the pond. We got France kicking off. It's just, what a time to be alive.